Hey, greetings, Internet. It's the amazing Flec. Come on, Lucy. Come on. And Lucy the cat, folks. Lucy the cat. Listen to that crowd, Lucy. Hello from the Paisley couch on a Thursday morning. Typically on Tuesdays and Thursdays after working my 16-hour shifts, I like to sleep in between maybe 10 o'clock in the morning to sometimes as late as 2. I mean, it all depends on how early I can fall asleep the night before. I fall asleep somewhere between 2:30 and 5 in the morning depending on what I have going on or if I'm restless or if I have insomnia that night. It's wild because between when I wake up in the morning and by midday and by the evening, my motivation levels completely change. How I interact with other people changes considerably. My disposition, a bunch of things. It almost feels like I'm three different people, but I'm not. I'm obviously the same human being, but I'm definitely at my most productive later on at nighttime. For some reason, like after 8 p.m., I feel more inspired to get things done. I work harder, I work smarter, and I just feel like I'm on top of my game at that point. And then it's funny, by the time 2 o'clock in the morning rolls around and I'm trying to wind down to go to bed, that's when all these ideas come in my mind about what I'm going to do the next day. I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to knock out the laundry, do everything first thing in the morning before breakfast or lunch. And then in the morning, my opinion on what I'm going to do the next day completely changes because at that point, the next day already rolled around. I just have other plans when I first wake up in the morning. They usually revolve around getting a cup of coffee and sitting with Lucy on the chair and just sipping on that cup of coffee and waking up. I guess I get overly ambitious at times later on at night. Well, enough with that. What I wanted to do today was introduce you to my little friend. No, not Lucy. She's my little manager. When I was cleaning up my house the other day, I stumbled on a bunch of things, old artifacts that have fallen into obscurity in various areas of my house. One really fun one was this guy right here. If you haven't seen this before, or anything like it, this is called a Strumstick. It's a nifty little string instrument, only has 3 strings, and it's tuned D, A, D, or father tuning, or dad tuning. Dad jokes all day long, and so I wrote this song with a promise I won't quit my day job to become a full-time musician for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much, everyone. Hey, thank you. Seriously though, this is a really cool, nifty little instrument. I think I got it in 2008, yeah, about 12, 13 years ago, at this fun little festival I like to go to every single year. It's a beautiful little gathering they call Starwood. It's held by the Association for Consciousness Exploration, which is something I can get behind. I think it's a good idea to explore one's consciousness and what it's capable of. Starwood's another video for another day, but for right now I'd like to talk about this nifty little strumstick. It's kind of like a guitar, except you might notice that they're missing some frets every once in a while along the fretboard. And apparently this fretboard design is similar, or if not identical, to a dulcimer fretboard. By taking out some of these frets, it makes it much easier for beginners to play. Now, I don't know a lot about music theory. I'm learning a lot more as I go on. I know a little bit about music theory. I know how to read music. To translate it into any particular music instrument, I just need practice doing that still. But anyways, with this is great because when they take out these frets, it reduces the amount of errors that a beginner can play on it. So Strumstick, you can strum open, and it sounds really nice. You have the octave of D and D, with the 5th in between, the A. I believe it's the 5th. Any of my music theory friends out there, you can correct me later if you like, but at any rate, it sounds beautiful that way. No matter what you strum, with all the open strings, it's going to sound good. And then you can bar each fret and it'll sound nice just as well. But I've always been more of a finger picker, and that's what I really enjoy when it comes to stringed instruments, is using each one of these fingers to pluck another string. And with this only having 3 strings, my 3 best fingers for finger picking can rest on each one of them, and I don't have to worry about moving around and finding another string, making it pretty foolproof. I'd like to play a little ditty I wrote about 12 years ago when I first picked up this thing. Really simple, it's fun to play though. It's good exercise for the finger picking. always liked that finish. You just strum the old chord and then you look off in the distance and close your eyes slowly and shake your head back and forth with a smile on your face and subtle satisfaction. If I could zoom in with the camera, I'd zoom in on myself too, because that'd make it more dramatic. So I'm sure you can imagine the zoom in. It's pretty epic. Well, there you have it. This is called a Strumstick. It's a pretty nifty little instrument. If you get a chance to pick one up either as an experienced guitarist or string player, or even a complete beginner, the Strumstick, not a very popular instrument, but I think that's one of the things I liked a lot about it, is that you don't see these every day, and they're a joy to play, fun for all skill levels, and great for beginners to start learning how to finger pick or even play stringed instruments. The humble Strumstick. And there we are for today's video. I'm going to find more and more obscure artifacts sitting around my house that I can do a little show and tell with here and there down the line. But for now, I think I want to get back to cleaning things up, maybe get some food in my belly, maybe get some food in Lucy's belly. She's a hard-working manager, don't you know? She's always doing paperwork and helpful suggestions, drinking the coffee, making schedules, running the numbers. You know how it is, you managers out there. It's tough work. Alright folks, thanks for watching another daily here. Be sure to check out all my different playlists. I'm going to organize my videos by different category, making it easier for people to find videos they might find interesting in the future. Alright, thanks for watching my video to the end. Appreciate it very much. And please remember to keep safe, be well, stay humble, and peace.